2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Champions Invitational. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this second round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beem here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Big day coming up. Can't wait to see how it unfolds, Rich. This should be an absolute beauty. Let's see what kind of tone he sets for himself today. Oh, well done. From about 200 yards out.
Has the wind coming right into his face.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. A par putt on the table. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock solid par right there.
And it's Will Zalatoris in top spot. Time to tee off at the second. And after a par at the last, chance to maybe take a step in the right direction here. Not a bad line, this one. That was wonderfully done. Getting ready to play their third.
Wind coming right at him.
Not bad. And Henny, what are they looking at here?
Setting up this putt 22 feet from the cup.
The old hammer hands putt. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
Steady on. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. A chance to put last hole's bogey behind them here at this tee. Let's take another look at Tiger from earlier. Here's a great shot from our player currently in second.
He's a sharp shooter from short range, isn't he?
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. it just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And, everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, that one's looking good. And he's hit that inside the range. Chance to get one under the card with this putt. A bit too much pace on that one. 7 feet to the cup.
Yep, tracking nicely.
Yeah, we'll take that. Trailing by 7 after that hole. This is a short par 4, always a fun hole to play.
Really hoping they play this one aggressively.
Now, great rhythm on that swing. Let's head out to the 7th hole. Here's Will Zalatoris. Oh, that's a bonus. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. Moments like that deserve another look.
This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
He's currently tied for 10th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Here they are, full of confidence on the next tee, coming off the eagle. Now heading over to Tiger Woods.
Makes this from way downtown.
Okay, time to return to the action. Second shot here on the 7th. Setting up to play the shot here from the greenside rough. Playing their 4th shot. 5 strokes behind our leader. Ooh, that almost went down. And he needs this to save par.
This is tracking right into the front of this cup.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. And this one is for bogey. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke. Currently 1 under for the event.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
Opting for the 5-wood. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Wynn got that one and took it wayward.
Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. Didn't that look good for a long time? Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Now 7 shots behind after that. Here we are at the final hole on the front 9. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway.
John, what's going on? Talk to us, Goose.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Xander Schauffele as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Going with the hybrid. Oh, that's a great approach shot.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
A birdie putt awaits. Ouch, that hurts. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
Good putt that. He's currently tied for 15th.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Lovely effort that. Second shot here at the 10th. Great shot. And here we are with the 3rd shot.
Back into the wind. They need to flight this one down.
Handy effort, that one. Trying to get to 2 under with this putt. Just didn't drop. That's disappointing. Putting for a par here. That's well holed. Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of the leaderboard here. Time to step on your tee shot here at this long par 4.
Just a slight bit uphill off the tee shot. Find a spot at that far bunker, Luke, that you want to aim at and go ahead and turn it loose. From there, second shot goes over a nice little meandering stream that wanders throughout the golf course to a green, clover-like in appearance, but I gotta say, this is really one of the coolest holes on the golf course. I love it.
Rich, obviously, and we've joked about it a fair bit in this game, that you've been one of the rare players to take Tiger Woods down in his prime. But what was it like to play in the Tiger era and just how dominant he was?
It was simply amazing. You knew that each and every week that he showed up to a tournament, you better have your game ready to go, because you assumed that he was going to be firing at all cylinders. Because even when he wasn't, his game was still good enough to beat most everybody in those fields. You wanted him there because you always want to test yourself against the best. However, if you weren't playing very well, you're kind of fearful teeing it up, because you just knew that your best at that moment in time wasn't nearly going to be good enough to beat Tiger no matter what he brought to the table. He made each and every player look at their game in a different way and try and dissect it in order to weed out anything that didn't really need to be worked on, and got them more specific in the areas that they weren't good at, their deficient areas, whether it's the short game, the driver, the iron play, whatever it is. But Tiger really made you take a long, hard look at your game and figure out where it's at, because you knew that you had to be at your best to beat him.
Not the result they were after there.
And coming up well short.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. And down she goes. And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Well, thankfully it's slightly downhill off the tee, but yes, avoid those bunkers down the right-hand side, and of course that meandering brook that is a feature of this golf course. Big hitters can actually take it over everything down the right-hand side, but that's for the brave few. Second shot downhill slightly to a massive green. Just some big bunkers on the left-hand side, but plenty of bailout room over to the right.
Well, let's catch up with this play just a moment ago. Our current leader showing us why they're on top. Let's get back to it, shall we? Time for the second shot here at the 13th. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
Wow, that almost went in the hole. That's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Great touch.
Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. This hole is a par 4.
No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Yeah.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Terrific shot. And a chance for birdie coming up here at the 14th.
Gotta like their chances from there.
A chance to move into the top 10 on the leaderboard here. And as the scorecard suggests, heading up the leaderboard. looking to ride the momentum after coming off a birdie here with this shot. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? Let's catch up with the human one-iron, Will Zalatoris from earlier. Our current leader is showing us why they're on top. Okay, let's get back to the action. Lining up from around 160 yards. Going with the 7. Oh, stop it. What a shot. And he's down there. You got to read.
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
All right, you'll make it the next time. In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the 16th. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. And now we go to the 18th, and this happened just a moment ago. And back to the course with the live action. Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Luke, I just don't see this happening. I tell you, I'd love to see this player prove me wrong, though.
That wasn't your best effort, was it? Just 10 feet to the cup here.
This is what they have left for par.
Oh, so close. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Will Zalatoris currently leading the event as we head to the next hole. Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Looking to bounce back after that bogey, and they've got a great opportunity here. That dog will hunt.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Opting for the 5-iron. And they've done it. Hold another one from way out. What a shot.
Absolutely insane. I've never seen anything quite like this.
What an amazing shot. Let's take another look at that one.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
John, you're down there. What's happening?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
And as we take a look at the leaderboard, and there he is, Will Zalatoris, your leader. Here we go, Rich. We're at the lucky last, teeing off the 18th hole.
Feeling good about their game right now, Luke, coming off an eagle at the last.
Oh my, that was launched. Oh, golf clap. That's a beauty. Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? Good chance to take it even deeper here. This putt's for 4 under. Okay, steady now. Big putt for par coming up.
And that will do it for this player today. Well, Rich, after a sloppy start, they seem to pull that round together.
Well, that's what they had to do after that opening 9. It wasn't going to be pretty if they had the back 9 to match the front 9. Thankfully, they turned it around, got it back on the back 9. Hopefully, a better day ahead.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here,